It's your boy Just Lando with my main people, my co-hosts.
Muhammad Shabazz Akbar Muhammad II X. Happy Black History Month.
What up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Coco.
Oh, Lord.
I can't take him serious
Already.
ever.
I really can't. And this is another episode of the Greenbox Convos. Y'all, it's been a minute, but we back with it. Everybody good, happy and healthy?
Oh, yes. Doing great.
Flourishing out
Thank you
here.
very much for answering.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We
How
got
are
a lot
you?
of stuff to talk about tonight. Oh, I'm straight. Thank you for asking. Thank you finally for asking. Yeah, I mean, motherfuckers don't know how to reciprocate cordiality in my big words of the day.
Don't choke on them.
Shut up. Oh, shut up. Oh, I thought I knocked this over, but I didn't.
That.
Got a lot of shit to talk about today. So with that, let's hit them with these headlines, Joe. Mr. Marlon, have at it.
Let's talk about it. Kanye. He's been going through some stuff with his divorce, you know, pretty much stalking his wife, and nobody cares. But I mean, what do y'all feel about his public remarks, the tweets, the Instagrams? Bro, if it was somebody broke, he's stalking and harassing. But since he's a celebrity, it's like, he wants his family back. Like, what are y'all thoughts on that whole predicament?
Can it technically be stalking if you own the property that's just happens to be next door?
Yep.
Come on, dog. That's some controlling shit.
That's desperation.
That's very controlling.
That's like desperation with money, though. Because he can afford to buy the place right there. It's still weird.
Yeah.
Like, she don't want you. As much back and forth that they have, like, it's hard to believe that he actually does want to be with her, because as much shade as he been throwing, talking about this isn't my first divorce. It's my first divorce, so I don't really know how this works. Like, he's shady with it. He's definitely, that man is off. He needs to let it go. And she's moved on. She dating Pete. Okay, let him date Pete.
Yeah. It's like, how can you complain and then you're dating other people still? Like,
he was just dating somebody. Yeah.
I want my family back, but here's this Italian model that I'm dating. Like, what?
I feel like he's dating out of, necessity. Not really that he
necessity.
Wants to.
Shut the hell up.
He wants to make her jealous, but it's not
something
working.
Like that. You know what I mean?
It's not working.
He doesn't like being alone. He's one of those people who does not like to be alone. Kanye. You know what I mean? Like, as much as he might say he's, a little bit reclusive and stuff, he does not like to be alone.
You think he's alone? He's one of the biggest freaking celebrities, stars. Come on, bro. I remember seeing an interview with Will Smith. They asked him, like, how many people are usually in your house when it's just you? He said at least 19. So you think Kanye West is by himself? Like, bro.
Intimately.
In a love interest.
Bro,
at that level.
He ain't alone ever. Now, if you want to say, he's without his family, that's different. But the motherfucker got people around him. Come on, man.
I mean, if we go back to the Drink Champs, interview, and he was talking like, it's the people around Kim that he feels shouldn't be around his kids. Not even talking about Pete. It's the nannies who he don't like. The people help raising his kids. Not even talking about Pete. So it's like, I'm just only being the voice of reason for Kanye to see it. I mean, I'm not saying what he's doing is right. I'm just saying this is maybe why. Keep an eye on his kids, man.
Is he helping his case though? Come on, bro.
Fuck his case. It's about his kids.
But acting how he's acting, he's not helping his case as like, there's people getting in her ear and all that. It's like, no, bro, we see you with the tweets threatening her boyfriend and shit. Like, we see all this other stuff. Like, how are we supposed to believe that?
Pete. He never said Pete. He said Skeet.
Because if I was Pete, I would have said, fuck that little relationship. Pull up, dog. Like, I mean, Kanye like 5'7". and get his ass beat.
I mean, you know,
that'd be
look,
a good match.
I'm trying to pretend as if I had to defend Kanye, man. You know what I mean?
Nah.
It's tough. This one is pretty tough to defend Kanye with his actions, but there is some shit that he's just trying to be a good dad. And I think he's doing all this so that in the future, when his kids grow up and start to understand, they see, you know, how he was acting. He's gonna be like, I did it all for y'all. I didn't really care that your mom don't want me no more. I just wanted to see y'all. And she's not letting him do it. I mean, for the simple fact, like, he didn't even know where his daughter's birthday party was gonna be.
So
right?
he said he was there an hour later.
Travis Scott had to hit him and had to drop low on him.
I don't believe that.
I do. I certainly do. Why would Travis Scott lie?
The truck full of roses, that was for the kids, huh? On Valentine's Day, that was for the kids. All right, bro.
Look, man, I'm just saying, do anything to get your family back together. You do anything to get your family back.
Nah,
he was the reason why
your kids do anything to get access to your kids, but not romantically. Like, you could have had a jumper dropped off for the kids, something like that. Like, you know, send some roses to your daughter. A jumper there. Listen, hit the point. Send some roses to your daughter or something. Like, Kanye is like one of those, like, he pokes at you, and then when you respond, he go online and be like, "But listen to what she's doing, guys. Look at what she's like." Nah, chill out.
Yeah,
like,
he is a little bit of a gaslighter. I'll say that.
He is
like a little bit. Shit,
a lot. First of all, the moment you bought a house across the street from me, I'm posting photos of me and Pete outside. Like, you want to be petty? I'm gonna post life-size photos of me and Pete at the gate. So whenever you look out the window into this house, you see that. Like, you want to be petty? We can do that. Like, it's too much.
If I'm Pete, I'm smashing with the windows open. Blinds, I mean, just saying.
Right out the window that y'all know he looking.
It's like, oh, you want to be across the street? I bet.
Well, I will see you about that.
I'm doing the best I can for you, man. But you're making it tough on your boy. It's like when you know a serial killer done did all the serial killings. They got hard evidence. You still got to try to defend this nigga. You know what I mean?
You can't.
It's tough.
You can't.
It's tough. You can try. You can try to argue for some leniency.
Your case got thrown out.
Most lawyers do. No. Most lawyers will argue for leniency of some sort for their client. And in this case, I'm arguing that Ye deserves some type of leniency. I mean, he's getting everything taken away from him as far as his family's concerned. I mean,
it's not like she's moving out the country or anything. She's next door.
They in LA.
Think about how baby mama shit start. How does baby mama shit start?
Niggas doing stupid stuff.
By not letting you see the kids, right? Then the niggas start getting crazy. And then
he's already crazy.
And you gonna make him more crazy by denying him the one thing he wants out of the whole divorce.
Too many people projecting like normal people shit onto their situation. That motherfucker, come on, dog. Let's be real. Like, he's not the average dude that has maybe a toxic baby mama that's keeping the kids. That's not that motherfucker. Like, I don't know why everybody's trying to give him so much sympathy in that regard. It's like, bro, like, you got enough money to have the best lawyers. Go get your kids if that's the case. But it's like, nah, he's being manipulative. He's being controlling. He's demonstrating all these bad traits. He's being narcissistic. And we're just like, we're giving him a pass. It's just like, really? If you did the same shit, you have at least a restraining order. Yeah, it's like he shouldn't get a pass because he got money. Like, come on.
Right.
Like, man, I didn't say he get a pass because he get money. I'm saying he gets leniency because of the situation he's in. That's all I'm saying.
I
never thought I would take the side of Kim Kardashian, but I stand with Kim, okay? Because it's foul, bro. She's just trying to move on with her life. Yeah, he's being difficult.
But you can't move on with his kids. Like, he still needs to
ain't got shit to do with the kids. He's trying to control.
He has parental rights. He could definitely go to court as long as they drawing out this divorce. They can draw out some custody agreements.
The kids were just at the Super Bowl.
He has to get supervised custody.
The kids were just at the Super Bowl.
That's his fault. You want to be a nut job where everybody could see it. Now you got to get supervised visit with your child. Calm yourself down.
He just had the kid at the Super Bowl. Yeah, you ain't trying hard enough. It's like, come on, bro.
I'm trying, Ye. I'm trying,
spends
brother.
time
Just
with them.
look, we're gonna get together, yay. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna try again, bro. But you gotta chill out. Stop giving
Hopefully he
these
gets
niggas
his shit together.
Right.
Moving on.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Did y'all listen to the Donda 2 album debut?
I didn't listen to
that
that
movie
trash.
that he did.
No.
It actually wasn't that bad, man. I actually liked a lot of songs on there.
I pray for the brother. I don't support him as an artist anymore, though. So,
okay.
Yeah, he lost me a long time ago.
Yeah, it's like, all right.
I'm trying, yeah.
If he can go back to Through the Wire, Kanye's workout plan, we can talk.
He'll never go back.
But if he's not, sorry.
Speaking of Kanye, though, did y'all catch the Netflix documentary that's Aaron called Genius?
Genius?
Nope. I won't watch it.
Not yet.
Oh, you should take a look. It's a good one. It kind of makes you miss the ODA before.
Yeah, I believe it. I think that's why I don't want to watch it, man.
Yeah, it's bittersweet.
Through the Wire, yeah. Oh my God, that nigga was an ambitious.
He was a genius
hungry,
then.
Like, yeah, he was an ambitious. He was hungry. He was working with everybody, and everybody wanted to work with him. You know what I mean? He was making music what we, to a point, knew at the time. Like, a lot of that shit was Ye. So
yeah,
it's like seeing your favorite like auntie or uncle growing up before they got on crack. Like that's what it's like. That's what it feel like. I remember.
I felt that coming.
Uncle Ye, yes. Oh, he still had all his teeth. Okay, like it's got that feel, but
teeth.
I yeah, tears. But I mean, hey, prayers to Kanye. Hopefully he figures it out, stops being so toxic, and yeah.
Him. Nobody else will help him. I'll help him.
Please.
He needs professional help at this point.
Oh yeah.
I'm working on it.
Convince him.
Speaking of big events, Super Bowl's in LA. How'd y'all feel it? Did y'all like that halftime show? Dre, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, Kendrick. What were your thoughts on that performance? Is it the best one ever?
If it wasn't for Michael Jackson and Prince, that would have been the best Super Bowl halftime show ever. I got that as number 3. It goes Michael, Prince, that halftime show. You probably have it in reverse order, or maybe you don't have Michael there at all. But I know for sure you got Prince up there. But and I'm not taking anything from either of them. But for me,
I think,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I personally think Prince is the best one, but that one was up there. Yeah, that was like top 5, top 3.
Yeah, it is. It's good.
And here's the reason I had to put Michael up there. This nigga came out and didn't move for 2 minutes, and niggas was dying and just passing out from exhaustion and excitement. Like he didn't move. He didn't say a word. Didn't do
and then
he just
legendary.
Then he lip synced some tracks. Yeah, you're right. Prince was out there in the rain. Thunderstorms, had guitars and all kind of stuff. He could have got electrocuted. And he sung it live. Come on now. And some hills. Walking some hills when it's raining on a slick floor. And you tell me how you gonna hold up. But yeah, hooray for Michael.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Prince singing Purple Rain in some Purple Rain, that's fucking phenomenal. I'm not even disagreeing. But Mike literally didn't have to do shit. He could have sit out there all 25 minutes.
Did Mike do it in 6-inch heels?
Michael!
No. 6-inch heels. Did he have 6-inch heels? No. Okay, yeah. I love Mike, but fuck Mike. You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
but he had the shiny socks. Got the shiny socks.
Hey, bro.
Them socks was blinging.
He had no high heels on though.
He had no high heels because we weren't doing that.
Can nobody do it like that?
No, I'm saying.
For the culture though, it was pretty dope. For the culture.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's what we needed.
Like,
I'm just mad I didn't see Mary dance.
Oh yeah.
You didn't see her dance?
She didn't do a little turn.
Yeah.
And she didn't do a little kick. She didn't do that. No, I was pretty sad about that. But it was amazing other than that. Nah.
The surprise appearance by 50 Cent, I love that part. That shit, because I didn't see him in the promos. I didn't hear nothing about him, even being in LA at the time.
Yeah.
He was all there.
I don't know how long he was hanging
down.
upside down. How long was he there before? I need to know that. Just in the dark.
A lot of people don't even know what that symbolized. That was the first video.
The video
that he did. Yeah, like that was the intro to the end of the club, and nobody was like, "Why was he upside down?" I'm like,
they don't know.
Fuck.
They didn't have to do him like that. They should have just, hey man, just walk on out. You know, we didn't need to see you hanging upside down.
I didn't see so many bad memes of him just sitting there.
It's like,
I need to know how long he was there.
I don't give a damn. He got it done. Right?
He did.
He went in there and he got it done. So
they understood the mission.
50 on that.
Yeah.
Kendrick, him not doing his more recent stuff kind of was disappointing. I was looking for some Damn or some DNA type shit, you know what I mean? And he did the Good Kid, Mad City shit, which is fine because those songs
I think it fit.
But yeah.
I think it fit like for what they was going for. I mean, you got to be careful, especially with like him and Eminem. They don't really have like big arena hits, like, you know what I mean? Like, not that like those songs don't echo in the arenas that they play, but like they're either extra goofy or extra anime. Like there's a lot going on, whereas everybody else kind of had those bangers like for partying, you know.
Yeah, I get you. But what do y'all think about Eminem taking the knee? Because I didn't. I'm about to say that.
I did notice it immediately when he did it. I noticed it, and I was like, "Yo, that's gonna be something." So they had told him he could not do that. And Eminem being like that, I'm doing it, did it, and I think do about it. He understood the assignment. I like it. I like that he did it.
That's good.
He won't be back on Super Bowl, but I like that he did it. I did it though. One time only.
Man, fuck them. If they don't want him back because of that, then fuck it. He got his moment up there.
He sure did.
What do y'all think about Dr. Dre? How is he looking? And Snoop, how are they looking to y'all?
Oh, they look cool. Same. I mean, it was more, memorable to see Snoop there because like I'd never been anywhere near the Super Bowl.
Nah.
Like it's true. This is
so for him to be crip walking, throwing up C's, and actually smoking on the field, like
surprising.
That's crazy. Yeah. It's a new America today.
He now has a tour they're about to do too now. Him, Too Short, E40.
On my birthday. They coming here.
Yeah. Let's go.
On my birthday. Y'all trying to roll?
Let's do it.
I'm down.
When is that?
It's gonna be deep.
You almost got me. You almost got me. Chill out.
We'll discuss these details later.
As we should.
But speaking of Snoop just acquired Death Row Records again. He owns it now. What are your thoughts? Is he gonna do a good job? Like, or is he gonna take Death Row?
Get that money.
Look, I appreciate him doing it, but he's turning it into an NFT label. It's gonna have non-fungible tokens, is what NFTs stand for. And I don't know how that's gonna work. Who's gonna want to do deals for NFTs? You know what I mean? Hell, I'll give it a shot. Send me a little contract or something. I'll drop 32 on you. You know what I mean? 3 minutes of pure hell. You know what I mean? Because I just want to see what it's like. I always wanted to be signed to Death Row, as you know.
I drink a piss no more.
During the Suge Knight days. I think that's what he did it for too, to piss off Suge Knight, because they didn't end on good terms.
Well, no, they made up in recent years.
Yeah, but I don't even believe they fuck with each other like that.
Yeah, they do. He even sent a statement from prison saying he was glad that it was Snoop that got it.
Yeah.
Who issued that?
Snoop Suge through his son.
Okay.
Yeah, because his son was actually talking about it. I think like if he really put all his efforts into it, he could make it into something how it should be, you know. I mean, they're gonna get money off of merchandising and all that, but like I think Snoop, he should really look for like that young LA talent, and it doesn't have to be gangster, like just, you know what I mean, like Bring some hot LA acts, showcase them, let them, be on the new version of Death Row and run it that way. Nice. But we'll see.
Well, I think he's gonna be signing people like Pac-Man the Gunman. He's gonna be signing people like he might get Kalen too for real if he reaches out. He might get what's dude G Perico. Dudes like that, you know what I mean? Like that's they doing their thing, not necessarily active anymore. Well, Kalen too for real. He an R&B dude. He ain't active, and he went to SDSU. But like those other two, they more like Pac-Man the Gunman. He kind of active, but G Perico.
I wouldn't get anybody that's really like out there in the streets like that. It's just like let's just make music. Yeah, make it music. Expose new artists. Like you in LA, like there's plenty of artists in your backyard.
Yeah,
just waiting for a shot.
Hungry in LA.
Yeah,
hungry to get going in LA. Sure. All right, what else we got, brother?
Let's talk about the baby and Danny Lee's brother getting into a fight at that bowling alley. I mean, that was pretty big. That was pretty damn big.
That was pretty interesting.
Just to give some background, after the baby was dogging out Danny Lee, her brother said when he saw the baby in person, it was on site. And when he saw him, it was on site, but he got jumped. Yeah.
Well, hold on.
He did.
He got jumped. He took a solid one-on-one hit. I'm not entirely sure if that was like the beginning of it and the end of the one-on-one.
Yeah.
Right. But that first hit was solo from the baby. And then he sent the goons on him. But he took a solid right hand from the baby.
That's not
whack.
That is not a one-on-one.
It was whack. It was whack. I didn't like the whole jumping issue. And then they
pulling
grab
his
hair. Like it's like, really?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Beat him and put him on a slippery bowling alley so he can't get his footing. Like,
so who fights on the lanes? They all look. First of all, they all look. They was
all slipping and falling out.
All look stupid out there.
All of them.
Like they all lost hood points on that just because of that. Y'all lost hood points.
That was
I ain't
hilarious.
gonna say it wasn't funny.
I'm not gonna lie.
That shit was hilarious.
It definitely was. I don't condone violence like that though.
They gonna keep coming for this boy, the baby, man, and they gotta catch him lacking. They can't keep catching him when he's around his folks, so they gonna keep helping him.
But no, the brother went there, so the baby had rented this out. So my thing is, logically, you've seen how he fights in other videos. You've seen that he's never really by himself. Why would you then pull up to set location that he is at with a lot of people by yourself? That made no sense to me.
Don't that tell you something about Danny Lay's brother? Like that nigga don't have no niggas? Because they probably would have told him.
Or he's off. But I feel like if that's the case, the baby talks all this in his raps. I actually have been a fan of the baby until all this stuff kind of with him and Danny Lee kind of popped off, and I was like, I like your music. But my thing is, you know your man is there. You're very capable of fighting one-on-one. Handle that one-on-one and then call it quits. Or the second you notice, true, but it makes a lawsuit out against the rest of them too. I don't feel like her brother was on that energy to try to file a lawsuit. He pulled up knowing what it was about to be. No, he ain't gonna get nothing from it. He might. I don't know. But it was whack to me. They should have had a one-on-one and let it go. Like that's between you disrespected his sister. At that point, you would want to fight one-on-one with whoever did it to your brother, or maybe you may want to get that person jumped. But not the reverse of that. Like fight him one-on-one and chuck it up, whatever it is. I don't know. It seemed like one-on-one, that might have been a good, interesting little, knuckle up. So I don't know. Maybe that's why he caught the goons. I don't know. But it was definitely a sucker move.
That dude a solid right hand. It was solid.
He did. It was pretty. I seen the spit fly out the dude's mouth, but it should have been a full one-on-one.
He gave some tipsy fists right there.
Yeah, it should have been a full one-on-one match. I feel like
that's my thing is I didn't think she was still with him. I thought she had left, but no, I didn't realize she's still with him. She was there at the bowling alley. So if I'm her brother, yeah, they still together. She was there at the bowling alley.
I miss that.
Yeah, she was there.
Now I don't like her. You let your brother get jumped. That's a problem for me.
If I'm her brother, she get this on, dog. Like, I came up there by myself to defend your honor. You still with this nigga, like, and then I get jumped.
Yeah, you wouldn't see it. No part slipping down no lane, punching nobody. That's a problem for me.
Don't talk to
me. I can't wait to catch her slipping at the family reunion.
Hello. We're fighting.
Sibling rivalry at that point. It's not even no domestics or nothing. It's just sibling rivalry.
I'm walking up to her, just pushing her full over.
And don't get me wrong. I know there's certain situations where women are being controlled, they're being abused and all that. But it's just like, lady, like, you have an out. This motherfucker showed you what he thought about you. And she's still in
the world.
Yeah, like, he pretty much dragged you in front of the damn world. Like, are you still with him? Like, I don't get it. Like,
you getting there, fuck.
So, like, I mean,
need diapers.
That was the part that pissed me off, like, the most. It's just like, bro, like, he just stuck his neck out for you, and you're up here with this bum ass dude still. Just because you got money. The fact that
she was there.
Yeah, she was there.
That is irritating. I did not know that.
Yeah. That's news to me.
Because you don't see her nowhere in the video, so I didn't know she was actually there. Which
there was a female. There was a female there. That was her.
The female that was there. That was her.
Yeah, that was her.
I seen the female. Wow. I didn't know that was her.
That was her.
That's crazy.
Watch that. Well, she sucked at helping.
Yeah,
hella sucked.
Because somebody would
help the baby.
That's what I thought. That's why I was like, who female was it that's jumping into this fight with these men? Like, That's too much. Like, I don't get it. And I don't know where security was. It was just so many different things to that I don't like.
Holding his hair. That was good. Man, shit.
What else we got for him, Big M?
All right. George Floyd. The other 3 officers in the George Floyd case have been found guilty. Probably gonna do some major time, but sentencing should be happening shortly. It's kind of crazy because 2 of them, they started that job like that week, so it's like you could potentially be going to jail for life for starting a job and like not doing the right thing. It's like at this point, I'm just like, fuck it.
When you're that new, when you're that green, you kind of have to follow your superiors. You know,
psych.
That's what they say. You know what I mean?
Because I'm shoving.
Somebody comes onto when I'm at work and somebody comes onto my team and they don't know what to do right away. Like, they have to kind of follow my example. The fuckface who should not be named, right? He led a horrible example, and they didn't know what to do. So I feel bad for them, but they have to be held accountable because you know that's another human. Fuck your job. That's another human.
That's why I don't feel bad for
that's why you're held accountable, bro. So once they get their minds around that, then they can kind of, you know, understand, okay, this is why I'm being judged so harshly. I didn't give a fuck about a human. I cared more about a paycheck and a pension that I just started putting a couple cents into. So, I mean, God forgives. I don't. That's the mentality going into this. If you got to do that whole, you know what I mean, that whole bid, bro, adios.
Oh, they're gonna do some time now.
Yeah, man, this is unprecedented. You don't really see police officers being held accountable in this regard and to this degree. You know what I mean? This is crazy for me to see this. Y'all thoughts?
It's all sad.
Yeah,
I don't feel sorry.
Yeah, hell no. Sucks to be them, but I mean, you know, they're gonna do some time. It is what it is. Like, that was like a global event, and everybody saw it. They're not about to just let them walk free. Like, so I wasn't surprised that they were found guilty, and it's just like, you better hope it's less than 5, but we'll see.
Nah,
I hope it's more than that. 5, honestly, like, I could understand the mindset that you have as far as, you know, them being fresh on the job, not really knowing, but you know the difference between right and wrong. You are trained to do this. The oath that you took was to protect and to serve, not to protect your fellow officers, but also the human lives that you guys are also dealing with from day to day. So the moment that you realize this man's knee was on this man's neck for over 20 minutes, that should have been, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, and if he said something, oh, well, he said something. But you said something too, to let him know, like, yo, like, that's still a human life. Like, I get what you're doing. And if we gotta deal with it later on personally, we could deal with it later on personally. However, you're not about to do this right in front of me. Like, for me, that's just what made it frustrating, to where they definitely want you to get charged. I don't care if you started today and this was training day for you. You've seen the movie. You better say something.
Yeah.
That's a person.
Corruption on these forces is deep.
I couldn't have sat there while he yelled for his mom. Like, when he was yelling for his mom, I could not have sat there and just been like, no. I'm still new. Like, I cringe at the thought of that. They definitely, I hope they get time. A lot of it.
That does kind of like ring in my ears, you know what I mean? When homie was like, yo, mom, like, help me, somebody help me. He called his mama a grown-ass man. Big dude.
That's how you knew something was wrong.
You know, he knows, hey, I'm about to clock out. Somebody help me. And nobody could do anything.
Yeah.
So that shit, you know, reason I have to sleep with the TV on, you know what I mean? So shit like that doesn't ring in my head in my sleep, because that shit is sad, bro. Like, nobody should have to go out like that. So when they in that cell doing these 20, 25 years,
I hope it rings in their ears. I hope it rings in their ears.
Every night. You know what I mean? Hey, again, I am proud of the league. I won't say proud. I'm satisfied, sort of, with the legal system for at least seeing it through the eyes that they needed to see it through. Does that make sense? Instead of, you know, trying to protect the cops like they normally would do. Because there was no protection for the cops in this case. They were all bad.
If it wasn't for that girl videotaping it, nothing happened.
None of this would have been.
She should go down as a national hero.
Yeah.
At least in the culture
community. Definitely.
You need to protect that lady at all costs, because you know there's some people out there that want her dead.
I'm sure.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm sure they probably have her in like some type of protective custody.
I would hope so.
At least during this process.
Shit like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
They get shamed. First they get shamed, and then once it goes, it goes the way that it's going. Okay, now let's work with her and see what we just threaten her. You know what I mean? And shit like this. So she's going to be hesitant, but we need to protect this girl at all costs.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, talking about the Russian skater that was doping. Got caught up. She's a 14-year-old. Still allowed her to go to the Olympics. You compare it to the Sha'Carri Richardson case where she was smoking marijuana, and how the United States Olympic Committee wouldn't let her run in the Olympics. Do you think we trying to be too, I guess, perfect, that like we're too hard on Sha'Carri? When this little girl, like 100%. Even if she didn't do it herself, like cheating is cheating, like, and her the stuff she was taking was performance related, whereas Sha'Carri, she's just smoking bud to, you know, kind of cope with losing a parent.
100%. This was a major gaffe, but let me at least be somewhat fair. We're not Russia. They have different allocations for letting their competitors compete, right? They have different requirements and disqualifications. Apparently she went through the appeals, and the Olympic Committee was like, you know, she's cool to run. It was then on Russia to say, well, you did this and you did that, so you can't run or skate, excuse me. But they said, no, go skate. We can't say anything about that. That's not our country. America has this still moral platform that we are, you know, white robes, you know what I mean, like perfection. And that's simply not the case. everybody knows our trials and tribulations in America. And we feel like we have to be the moral police, if you will. Like, hey, you fucked up. You can't do this. That's Jesse Owens America, if you will. You know what I mean? It's an old thinking process, and we need to change that shit ASAP. Because Sha'Carri not being able to run was just tragic to me.
Yeah.
And everybody was making fun of her.
Definitely.
Y'all thoughts?
I think the girl shouldn't have been able to skate. I mean, they got a history of doping. Mm-hmm. Like y'all, every few years, so they pop. Like, we're taking medals away. It's like, why are y'all still allowing them into the Olympics? Like, obviously cheating. Like, it's like, ban them for like 10 Olympics, and then we'll come back and see if they're, if they're being good again. Yeah, if they learn their lesson. It's just like, come on. That's where I think they failed.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, what are you saying? If you
notice, they don't compete under Russia anymore.
Yeah.
They compete under the ROC because they can't. Russia is still technically banned from all Olympic activity. So they have to come up with the Russian Olympic Committee, and that's what they compete under, which is stupid. What's the point of the ban if you're still going to let the Russians compete?
No point of it.
Like, I don't get it. We was like, when the Summer Olympics happened, we were like, what the fuck is the ROC? Jay-Z out there?
The Rock.
You know what I mean?
Nation.
It was looking like, who are these white people repping the Rock like this? Yo, Brooklyn, who? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the thing I don't like the most is people making an excuse like, well, she's only 14. Like,
even worse.
Who gives a shit? Like,
right?
If she popped, she popped. It is what it is. It might not be her fault directly because maybe an adult slipped something to her. I'm not knocking that, but she still popped. It is what it is. Like,
facts.
So whoever her training team is needs to be held responsible as well as her. It sucks. So maybe parent of the 14-year-old put her around a legitimate training team who doesn't allow her to take drugs or slip drugs into her bloodstream. How about that?
Yeah, obviously somebody in her camp.
She's 14.
Yeah, obviously somebody in her camp. Let's just, be devil's advocate. Oh, they slipped or something. It was still somebody from her camp that was trying to give her an unfair advantage. She still needs to get disqualified for that. It is what it is.
Point blank, period.
Yeah.
There needs to be as far as it being the Olympics, there needs to be an across the board rules and regulation that applies to every participant, no matter where you're coming from, who you're running for, skating for, whatever you're doing. There needs to be a solid blueprint for what you can and cannot do. And I feel like if at any point you're popped or positive, anything on any of that stuff, you shouldn't be allowed to do it. Like, you should be disqualified. Keep it across the board. If that's what you're doing, like you took Michael Phelps' awards away, you didn't let Sha'Carri run, it should definitely be, she shouldn't have performed at all. It needs to be something to where everybody is held to the same standard, no matter where you're at for it.
Absolutely. I agree.
It's like, don't leave it up to these individual countries and their committees. Like,
yeah,
the Olympics need to say, nah, they can't run. That's a pop test. Nah, fuck that.
Right. Shit, Sha'Carri would have been cleared of weed, in 3 days. It would have been out of her bloodstream.
Exactly. Right? We ain't helping you run fast in a straight line. Shit. Right? Have you ever tried to run high?
Yes.
I've never been high, so I don't know. I don't know.
I forgot you.
I'll tell you that. It ain't fun.
I've ran drunk though. I could not feel my ankle the next day.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a little. Well, you was running the hills, weren't you? There you go.
In Miami, I don't know why.
Oh, the registry never ends with this one.
Next up, I guess people just been leaking their videos all over. Boy Nelly had a tape. Unfortunately, Isaiah Rashad, it seemed like he got exposed with his, and then apparently Little Fizz, is that his name? I forget. He's not relevant enough to.
Little.
Is he still a celebrity? Okay. All right, I'm just saying.
I'm about to play with you.
Still fucking up people's checks. What? Still not over that.
You're never gonna let that go.
Yeah, I want to know your thoughts mostly on Isaiah Rashad's videos, because apparently there was some homosexual activity happening, and he signed to a street label, and I'm pretty sure he didn't release the videos himself, so somebody dropped them shits. Like, what do you feel about that? I mean, it seemed pretty foul. Not gonna lie.
I mean, look,
you just out that guy like that.
Seriously. And that's fucked up, because outing someone takes away the moment that they wanted to do privately or what have you. That's kind of like their virginity, if you will. That's taking that moment away from them and doing it yourself. That's fucked up, man. You know, you shouldn't do that. I had no idea. People's sexuality should be no one's business but their own and whoever they choose to fuck with, first of all. We shouldn't know. We shouldn't care. But when you sign to the street label and you're portraying a certain lifestyle, come on now. Like, there's, in this day and age, at least, until progression keeps going, because it's gonna happen, but you kind of can't do that. You need to live in your truth, man, because that lifestyle you portray in your music,
it's gonna come out.
Comes with repercussions. You know what I mean? You gotta either be truthful about that shit, or when the truth comes out, you gotta accept what the fuck happens.
Right.
And that's all there is to it. So if he in there, homosexual activities, that's his business. But brother, you about to be in some trouble as far as your career.
Yeah. I didn't personally watch the video, but according to Twitter, it is clearly him. So it's like, there's no mistakes. Nah, that ain't, like, no, that's him. And I mean, you got to figure, like, he didn't even get to come out to his family. Like, it just, the whole world knows first. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, man.
Yeah. A person's coming out moment it's pretty special to them, because that means they finally had enough courage to live in their truth. And for someone to take that from you or from them, that's just disastrous. You know what I mean? That's like, what do you even need to do anymore with your life? Everyone knows. It's not like they're surprised anymore, or they don't care. No one is like, well, you could have just said this. Well, no, I couldn't, because, you know what I mean? But now he doesn't have that moment. That's kind of fucked up. It's like that little girl who blew out the other little girls with birthday candles.
Oh yeah.
We gotta fight. We gotta fight after that.
Yeah, you gotta square up with whoever
fighting.
Did that, man.
And who's to know he wanted to even be outed at all? Because he might be like one of them old school motherfuckers where they don't really put their business out there, like they, for their family's sake, I guess they don't want to announce it. But like, I mean, obviously, it's like, oh, that's auntie's friend that always comes to Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Like, you just know, like, okay, uncle, he gas fuck, but okay, like, we know, but
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unless he was living that life in silence.
He might have been.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely tragic to see. I hate the whole leaking stuff of people. I think it's very distasteful, and karma gonna come back around to that person. I fully believe that.
100%.
Especially him being in the rap game, that's a different beast right there in itself to come out in. That's pretty much equal to an athlete coming out. Like, it's detrimental because you're consistently around a specific type of people. You're held to a specific standard. It could be the fact of not even like wanting to put his family's business out there like that, but it also could be those around him that he can now lose opportunities with because of that coming out. People will look at you different. So that part is sad in itself. But furthermore, who you let record you? Like, I feel like if that's something I'm trying to keep on the low, ain't no cameras. You signing NDAs up in here.
Cameras, right?
Like, that's not about to fly.
I would assume it was the person he was servicing.
Well, that person's signing. You're signing
no.
an NDA, and your phones are not allowed to be inside. They need to be off and in a locked box over there. As a celebrity, I'm keeping that type of mentality. Like, no. Mm-mm.
Oh no, it was.
I can't.
He's the girl.
Call him Lockjaw.
Oh no, he's the catcher. Oh no.
I think it's
You can catch and pitch and do that too, I think.
Yeah, I think they'd be like trading off. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Designated hitters. Okay.
I think both can do it. Top and bottom.
Them niggas monoing like a mother.
Oh no.
That's tragic.
Yeah, I think it's I hope his mental state is all right, because I mean,
he's got like addiction, right?
Yeah, and I know he had suicidal like tendencies. So I really hope he's all right, because you haven't heard from him since then. And
what can you really do?
What can you say?
Yeah, I'd probably take the next 6 months or a year off and just plan on like coming out. But like I think like he's gonna be all right in the long run. No, I think he's gonna be all right in the long run. Because the culture has seen like a couple of like queer figures already, I mean, hell, Queen Latifah, she's probably the biggest known one. Recently,
was
Tyler
before.
Yeah. Recently, Tyler and Frank Ocean. Like, I don't think
just got married to a woman.
The Brad, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not so sure Tyler's gay, man.
He's like bisexual, probably. You don't just get on several records. Nah, I don't think so, man. But
I just don't see it. Like, he played too much. Same thing with Lil Nas X. I don't think he gay either.
Nah, Lil Nas X is gay. Oh yeah, I forgot about Lil Nas X. Yeah, like I mean, like there's a lot of examples out there. So it's like it's not as taboo anymore to be like, I guess, queer out there, but
puts you in a box though.
Yeah, like
nobody's gonna want to hear you doing hardcore rap music and I pull up to the spot, take lap. Like they're not gonna want to hear that. They're just not. Now they're gonna be like, that's not like they're gonna. I feel like they're gonna now put him in the box to try to make music similar to what Lil Nas X is trying to make. I think he may keep a lot of his followers. He may even gain more. For the most part, he's gonna lose a lot though. He's gonna a lot of the ones that
he's gonna gain so much more. The
gangster ones, yeah, the gangster ones. I think he's probably gonna lose though.
Like, if I was him, I'd go the Tyler route. Just keep with the bars, because I mean, you'll hear Tyler's songs like, all right, and he'll say like a line, a bar, with some shit in there. It's like
some fire to it.
Like, oh, we beefing like, gay fathers or some shit. Like, he said some shit. It's like, oh, okay. But I mean, the verse was hot. It was like, he just kind of slipped shit in there every now and then. Like, oh, okay.
I don't believe Tyler. But hey, that's just me. I just don't believe him.
Frank Ocean blew the fuck up. Like, don't get me wrong, he was talented and all that, but he took off, bro. Like,
absolutely. That's because he never denied it. He didn't try to hide it or anything. He just came out and said, "This is who I am."
And that's the best that Isaiah Rashad could do right now, because it's just like, bro, like, don't deny it, because allegedly it sounds like you were clearly in the front of the camera.
I didn't see that one, but the other two I did see.
I think Nelly leaked his.
I do too. I don't think Little Fizz purposely did. He shouldn't have wanted to. Because I saw that. He should not have wanted to leak that.
It was cold that night.
I have been. The cold ain't had nothing to do with the shape of what God has given you. Don't ever put that on camera. Like,
oh Lord, yo, was they at least smashing bad bitches?
Nelly's, you only see her face. Lil Fizz, there's nobody in the video but himself. It's him handling his own business.
Oh no. I'm
should have hit that.
Hey, next subject.
Should have hit that.
You out here making beat off videos? Like,
yes,
that was popping in the streets.
That's exactly what it was. Let's just say his thumb and his index finger crossed over in the midst of this. So I'm just gonna say it like that. Like, you know.
Hey, shout out to Nelly. Them Cornell Hayes Mills, they ain't selling like they used to. He had to do what he had to do to stay relevant too, okay?
But Nelly is popping in the country world right now. He's popping in that sense. And they got Real Housewife, Real Hollywood Husband, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That just came back. He didn't have to do.
Oh, is that out already?
It is. I seen an episode, very hilarious. You guys gotta watch that.
I do need to watch that.
But it just,
I think
he didn't need
that video for somebody.
And accidentally did that, or she was like,
I think she did it.
What is this?
Whatever,
let me send it out.
Exactly. I think that's exactly.
But let me send it to a couple of people and they can send it out so it doesn't come back to me. But he definitely shouldn't be recording that. I'm just gonna say, like, I don't there's a lot of as a woman who's, I won't say it like that, but I've seen some stuff, okay? But I mean, not all winkers need to be shown. Put that away, keep it away, unless I'm there with you in person. Like, they don't, you know how some people don't photograph good? Some of them things don't photograph good either. And that is one of them.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
And I love little kids. But that just was like,
these motherfuckers be dropping dick pics with so much confidence. So much confidence, boy.
Tough luck, nigga. It's always
that is like
shit. Go work with that nigga Damon from Shark Tank. Try to get a boo deal done. I don't know, but you're done in these streets. And you're done with these freaks. Apparently, they ain't rocking with you.
Man, no. I definitely saw both of those, and I was just like, I could have seen without. Like, I could have. My day was fine, just fine without seeing that. But
hey, shout out to the women and the gays. They got to get that eye candy for them, because I mean, it's always like women's pictures leaking, and y'all got a little something. There you go. Enjoy that little fizz and all that shit, whatever. But yeah. Next up. The Tinder Swindler. Did y'all see that documentary? Please tell me y'all did.
Why is everyone talking about this?
Tinder Swindler.
This shit right here.
Ahead, explain what it is, bro.
Pretty much, these women in Europe, they were on Tinder, and let's be real, they was looking for somebody rich. They found him because, of course, his picture looked like he rich. He did this whirlwind romance where he'd fly him out on the first date and shit, doing all this extra stuff. And eventually they start dating, and then he starts, hey, babe, I need like $20,000. Them folks is after me. I need some money. And he gets them into debt, like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt. And he dips on them. But the way it's structured like a Ponzi scheme. So for the money he's spending on one girl is from another girl. And so he runs her dry, and it's like, I bet. And then with that girl, she's paying for the next chick stuff. So it's just a rotation.
And he's smashing each and every one of them in between.
Ain't no way.
Love it.
Ain't no way. Let me just say that.
This nigga's my hero. Fuck out of here. What you talking about? Look.
He about to be in jail.
He don't. What's the crime? What is the crime?
Fraud,
yeah.
Fraud of what? All I said was
money.
We're in a relationship. You're giving me money.
Nah, you can go to court for that.
Where's the crime?
Nah, he
can't take me to court.
They can.
I don't need to go to jail.
If he said he would pay them back.
He never said that.
Paying them back.
I don't know, but he can get sued for that. That's fraud.
Yeah, he went to jail for like.
He sued me for that.
He went to jail for like half a year or something like that for it.
Yeah, see,
because bro, he was getting
half a butt up.
Nah, he was like using credit cards with their names on it. So, and they were raising the limits, and they're like telling them to lie to the people, like to unfreeze the card, making them take loans out. He's getting cards in different names and different identities. So he was doing some illegal shit. like
art is illegal, but
I feel bad for one woman, but like the first woman, like it was just like you wanted a rich guy. That's all you wanted. Like it's unfortunate, but it's just like, yeah, like you wanted a rich guy. Like you came into it with the wrong, ideas and shit. Like man, I'm not saying to date like some bum, but like it's like shit. Like you obviously were chasing that and you caught a fake one.
Happens.
Because I'll be down.
Where's your mindset with this? Because if I put myself,
if it was the other way around, they've taken his money and then they just like, oh well, I'm not interested in the relationship. Isn't that fraud?
No, it's sugar babies and sugar daddies. That's what it's called. There's also sugar mamas and sugar babies, I guess too. Okay, but this is in my mindset. But he didn't. Typically with those, you come into it knowing I'm the sugar daddy, I'm the sugar baby. You know that off the rip. It's called sugar daddy meat. It's some of the sites or sugar babies or whatever. I don't know the websites, but there's like what you're getting into. In this sense, if I put myself in a mindset, I'm coming here looking for a rich dude. Why am I sending said rich dude money? You're rich. At that point, you're getting curved. Like this is not my buy-in fee to get rich in the end. Like I'm not doing that. For me,
apparently, he had a very convincing story to give you.
Convince my ass cheek. Like nah. You can't convince me. What happened? Your mama died? Like that? Like it got to be something real tragic for me to really believe that.
Oh, he lied about everything. He said he was in the diamond business, and there were people after him, and they attacked him and his bodyguard. And yeah, I need at least 100,000 because I can't have my people out here like.
You can get $100 for 100,000. No.
He said, "I got you." No. Blah blah blah. Like,
I got you means you pay back, so they can sue him. Nope.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet, but the people was telling me like he was getting them for bread. Like,
yeah,
he was getting 6 figures off of some broads. You know what I
mean?
So,
nah, I can't. We gotta have binding agreements. Like verbal agreements count too these days. I'm saying, but we gotta have like contracts written out, signed, notarized, and everything.
See, that's the thing. They're in love or they're dating, so they're not thinking anything of it. And they're just, my boyfriend or my significant other.
I don't give a damn.
He's been amazing so far.
I don't give a damn.
Nah,
you gonna be amazing when I get my money back too.
I'm just asking, where is the crime? You thought that was your.
Where is the crime?
Fraud.
Nigga, I'm not doing that for nobody.
Hello.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I don't care if you're actually my husband. Like,
bruh. If it's over $100,
you in a bind.
Yeah, if it's over $100, I ain't got it. Like, you supposed to be a millionaire. I know you in trouble, but bro, I can't afford no $5,000. You know, like
you didn't figure out how to get rich one time. Figure it out again.
Yeah. And trust me, I wholeheartedly get that. You two were smart, beautiful. However, these dumbass broads who fell for it, that's not his problem. He just gave him an opportunity to get him money.
A visa, like.
Not nothing. Like he swept them off their feet. Well, the first one, he swept her off her feet, and she was just so into him, and he made her feel special. And it's like, no, chick.
Ain't enough good dick in the world.
Saying, ain't no crime. Free that man. Free that man. He didn't do nothing wrong.
He needs to pay them their money back in full.
One of them friend zoned him, but like she was still cool with him. And so she thought she was helping a friend, and he's rich and he always took care of everything else. And she sent him the money. He sent her a check back with $40,000 more on it. And she was like, "Oh my God, thank you." But of course the bank was like, "Bitch, what is this?" Like, this ain't got it. So I feel sorry for her. Okay, I can see that. but the other chick, like, oh, it's like a fairy tale. Like, bitch, you just wanted somebody rich and you chose the wrong one.
That's funny. Bitch, what is this? What do you mean?
This is my check.
Like, what do you mean?
Cash it.
Like, no, The first chick, she called American Express. They flew out to her, came with briefcases. So this is the guy, right? Like they knew who he was. And she was just like, oh my God. Like, yeah, like this is a real name. He's from Israel. Yeah, he ain't rich.
I cannot.
Hey man, be like that sometimes.
No. I need to know more information about, like, I need to know your social and some most of it. We're doing this. Like, I need to know your mama address, her name, her bank account, and like to be sending you that much money. Oh, you gonna have to tell me some stuff. Like, you can't lie. And I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you that same question like 6 months, and it better be the same answer. I don't know you're lying, and we got a problem. Like, I'm too investigative when it comes to that. Like,
and mind you,
as you should be.
Mind you, this is all less than a year, so it's like
way.
Yeah, it's like
way.
You fast for how much? Hell, I might.
That's more than $1 a day.
I might help you out with half of your rent, maybe. But man, you want me to $20,000? What do you need $20,000 for?
Yo, man, look, the player in me sees no crime. Yeah, I understand that there was actually some fraud and all that shit. All right, I get it. But the player in me, I ain't see no crime, man. He got at these bitches before they got at him.
Yeah, they about to get at his life.
Hey, it is what it is. If you got away with it too,
they'll never get their money back. I don't know. It depends on what bank they got. Can they get some money back there? Probably not.
If he's smart, he stabs some of that cash somewhere else.
I'm going on my app, and every transaction I sent to you, I'm marking it as fraud and saying it was not me. Give me my money back. No, that was not mine.
She risked her own freedom because, like, they have a recording of her saying, "Oh yeah, it's me and Ibiza. Yeah, you're gonna freeze the card. I need to spend like, such and such." So I mean, she was like trying to lie so he can have access to the money, but she could have fucked herself over right there.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So
but they had sympathy for her, right?
Yeah.
Tragic.
I guess so.
There you go.
Eve said, "Love is blind. Let him take over your mind."
Free that man. The player in me says, "Free that man."
Nah.
And the thing was, like, the reason why I fucked with the second chick, she was just like, yeah, I didn't really fuck with him like that because he was just too short for my taste. And the nigga, he like 5'5", dog. So it's like, you're not telling me, lady, the first lady, that, oh, you were just so overwhelmed with this dude. Like, he was rich. That's it. Like, this little short motherfucker, like, he wasn't doing shit for you. Like, let's be real.
What he look like? Let me see this man's face.
Oh shit! Oh, she's looking that up, Marlon. What else we got, bro? Hamsky?
Oh, lastly, Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams show is officially ending. Sherry Shepherd is taking over and having her own show. Yes, because Wendy is going through some personal issues.
Yeah, absolutely, she is. She hasn't been healthy since she had that crazy collapse on stage. It's been spiraling out of control ever since then.
Then the husband cheating scandal.
And then the son keeps trying to take up for his mom, but he keep making it worse. Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, stop talking. Your mom can talk.
It's probably messed up, but I don't feel sorry for Wendy. She was so mean-spirited, toxic, and rude and messy for so many years, and now she's just paying that karma for it all. Like, I don't want nothing to happen to her, but like, it's just like, hey, but you just got to take that one on the chin. Like, you've been asking for it for years, and it's finally coming back to bite you in the ass. Radio. Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't even know she was on the radio in 1992 or 3. And she started so I think in Baltimore, or was it New York? And she was mean-spirited there, and she was talking shit a lot. And as it progressed, she just kept being meaner and more messy, exposing people's this, and they would tell her things in confidence, and she would expose that too. Like, look, man, they say karma is a mean ass bitch. And I know I got some coming to me one day, but God damn it, I hope it's not as mean as it's being to Wendy right now.
Yeah, I stopped fucking with her when she kind of put Method Man's wife's business out there. His wife was fighting cancer, and she just broadcast it all over the radio. And it's just like, are you serious right now? Like, why?
I get that. It comes with the nature of that. I did journalism for some time back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. And I got out of it because I'm like, that's too nosy. I don't care about everybody's business like this. Like, I just can't. But it comes with the territory of it. If you're put in a place like, that's how you get your ratings, by being messy. Everybody want a tea. Like, spill the tea, sis. Tell me what's happening. Everybody wants that. So it put her in a position to where if she wasn't given the tea, she wasn't getting no play. Like, and so with that, you get in more of like a competitive type of spirit to do that. So then I think for her, she kind of blurred the lines on what's supposed to be private and what's supposed to be a story. And I think that's where for her, it got too mixed up and messy. Because now things that people are sharing to you in confidence, and then like, am I talking to Wendy or am I talking to a journalist reporter? Like, who am I talking to? It becomes confusing with that. So then you start putting out the wrong business and stuff. So I think that part kind of messed everything up. I don't think she deserves some of the things that are happening. Like, I've seen the Wendy Williams documentary with her and her husband and all that stuff, and I definitely think he's a clown for that. But I also think that drugs are a hell of a thing. They take a toll on you. They affect a lot of your cognitive, a lot of your functionings. It messes up and affects it. So some of those things could have been certain things where Wendy blurting out the wrong information, could have been stuff of that nature that take the toll on it. Like, we don't know. I definitely think for her, like, I don't wish nothing bad on anybody. Karma gonna come back around either way, but I definitely don't wish nothing bad on her. But I do think it's time for her to let somebody else kind of take over that show and give somebody another chance. And I think Sherry Shepherd's gonna be amazing at it, honestly. Like, I definitely think she's hilarious. So I think that'll be.
It's crazy. I didn't
a good person.
see her as the talk show type, Sherry Shepherd.
I don't either.
You know,
I mean, she was on The View
Nick
before.
Cannon is.
True.
Yeah, Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon can do it. Shit, anybody can do it.
Nick Cannon loves hearing himself talk, so absolutely he can do it.
Snoop Dogg kind of had a type of talk show, pretty much, but I mean, he was about cooking and stuff. But so you never know. Oh, but I think she'll be good. Yeah, Martha. Yeah, but I think Sherry Shepherd will be good. I do think at this point, Wendy needs to take time away from the show, away from the spotlight, and focus on herself, her mental health, her well-being, her son, and just move forward with that.
I agree.
It was a nice chapter. Let it close.
Exactly. Is that it?
She's good.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Oh, shit. So we're going to call it here, people. This was all headlines episode. The Park Aquatics presents the Greenbox Convos. You see the Greenbox right there. See the Greenbox right there, y'all.
Yeah, you chilling on Willie James Jones, you know.
Hey, bro, it's not even a joke. Like, I used to live on 50th and Willie James Jones. 227 50th Street, apartment number 7. They can look it up. It's right there, and right next to the car wash, actually. Yeah, I mean, so, absolutely. I used to live right there. This is Greenbox right here, all day. Hey man, you know I'm a hood gangster all day. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm born for. This is what we do it for. We do it for the city, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Those of y'all that made it this far, like, comment, share, subscribe. This light is killing my eyes, which is why I'm kind of like, I've been looking at it too damn long. I'm gonna have to adjust this next time. Y'all remind me. Any closing words, Crystal? Mama?
Ooh, big ups to all my Black people out there. Black History Month, also Black Mental and Health Wellness Month as well. I definitely love that this has expanded from being a week back in 1928 to now being a month long. I think that took place in like 1976 or something like that. So big ups to that. Like, we're doing it, y'all. Black power.
Black excellence.
Did I make it? Am I dark enough?
You could kind of pass a brown paper bag test. Like,
that light got you looking a little angle.
You're a little light skin right now.
That line. Hey, Chad.
You're a little light skin right now. You still count, though. You still count.
Fuck y'all, man. I'm gonna go cry in a minute. I'm gonna cry in the car.
That Greenbox says you Black enough. You good.
All right, on God. As you should. Look, guys,
Big
Greenbox
ups,
Convos. Mr. Marlon, take us home.
Good night. Have a great time. Kiss the babies. And don't give Little Fizz any more attention. Because that bum ass nigga, like, I don't know what to tell you.
You stop talking about Lil Fizz like that, though.
I talk about Little Fizz like that.
I mean, you said he was Little Fizz. I mean, I didn't. I just. You said he was little Fizz.
I didn't say I didn't like him though. I still like him as a person.
So you're
messing up everybody's checks.
Don't get crazy now.
All right, then. Shut the fuck
Before
up.
that,
Anyways,
you got a chance. Taken woman. So that's why I'm a taken woman.
Anyways,
she's taken.
And with that, we good.
Peace.
I'll be easy.